All right, so for today's project, we're gonna go over the Weller brace install for the rear end. So here's your bracing. Basically what this is gonna do, this is tying in the weak point on the rear of the YXZ1000. So one of the problems, and as you can see here, I've already prepped the area on mine, you start to get stress cracks where this joint on the rear trailing arm pushes in to the frame. It starts to create cracks. So also noted, like I said, I've already started to prep, and I'm actually going to go through and take that back up and get that filled in. But anyways, so what we're doing is we're installing the rear brace. Okay, so this is going to help out with that issue there. The first step is getting the vehicle up off the ground. If you don't have a lift to use, you got to get supported some way or another. But regardless, try to support it from somewhere besides the rear trailing arms, only because it's going to aid in helping you get out the bolts, the hardware for the rear arm. If you lift it up by the trailing arm, you're going to be putting pressure on the sway bar, which is going to make it really hard to get out the rear bolts. So first thing is, and this I can't really do the whole install in a video because I can't press pause on my phone, but anyways, the first part of the install, once we've dropped the rear skid, I have my axles out from the CV boot repair job I had been doing, so I plugged the holes on the diff with rags to keep any kind of material out. But the issue that you have to address first is these gussets. The gusset on the rear of the frame here does not allow for the brace to go up in the hole where it needs to go to line up the holes. So what you need to do is one way or another, you've got to cut this gusseting out of the way. So this has to be removed in order to get your new brace plate installed. There's many different ways you can cut it. You can grind it. A sawzall will be a little bit difficult, but it's possible. A Dremel tool, cut-off wheel, but my personal choice is an end grinder. And I'm going to explain why I like the end grinder. So I use this end grinder here, and this is exactly why. So as you can see, this side has already been clearanced. Basically, you go to your washer, the welded washer on the frame, both sides are already clearanced. See how everything is still nice, rounded, smooth transitions. So with metalworking, sharp edges are what causes cracking. So if we can eliminate the sharp edges, which you must do, you have to basically go back through and radius this stuff out. It doesn't allow it to crack anywhere because it's got a smooth radius, so it doesn't really have a starting point. So we've already radiused this out. It's all clearanced. Now you can see how on this side, our gusset, our brace drops right in where it needs to go. Both sides, fitment's good. Now I'm going to go through. I'm going to do the same thing to the gussets on this side. Then it's literally just a matter of swinging this brace up and then reinstalling your factory hardware that you took out of these arms. I'm sorry, not your factory hardware. It comes with new bolts. You're going to reuse the nuts, but you're going to install the new Weller bolts because the material thickness obviously requires a longer bolt. So once that's done, you're going to do a little bit of trimming on your skid plate, and then you're back on the trail, back on the track, ready to rock and roll. You can get this brace from Weller Racing. I'm sure they can provide installation. They're out of Arizona, or Zach Martin here at SOB Built Motorsports in Middle Georgia. We're also your one-stop performance shop. We do a little bit of everything here, so we can take care of you too. Thanks for watching.